Hi, YouTube. I hope you're doing well. I'm doing okay, not too bad. I have a theory about narcissism. Um, like, for instance, when I was so PO'd at Jordan Peterson promoting couples watching porn together, then he says he's a Christian. Well, of course. I almost swore there. I'll try and leave out the adjectives or the anyway. um I have a theory that the mental health professionals that are pushing like triangulation and spousal abuse, whether it's physical or emotional or whatever, like when they say, well, you're mine, but they're not yours, but you're theirs. Do you see what I'm saying? And the minute somebody intriguing runs across their path, they're ready to jump on that, so to speak, emotionally or physically or whatever, or even within that triangulation stage. I have a theory that these mental health professionals are pushing narcissism as a mental illness instead of the evil that it is. And we'll get more into that here. I'll give you, well, these, as I'm talking, you'll hear the reasons why I'm thinking like this. So just a minute. For instance, Professor Backton says, like the narcissist has the emotional mentality of like a 2-year-old. But this is a professor that is a narcissist that has become a doctor, a professor of psychology, involved in physics and business, and first off, without any emotional self-control or restraint, we all know that a 2-year-old can't go into a university or a college and excel on any level. So, with that said, intellectually, these narcissists can function in the world as adults within the work force, so to speak. So that's what I'm thinking about today. These people that say, well, you're mine, but it doesn't go two ways. It's not seclusive to just you. Anybody could be theirs. It's not, you're not special to them. But what are the excuses that they're going to use to make sure that they're childlike? Yeah, so is a con artist and a psychopath and a cheater of any kind. They're, if we want to call it infantile. Is this the terminology we're using now for evil? Are we candy coding evil? I'm just asking. I don't know. Well, I do know this is my opinion. Of course they know what they're doing and they can control it if they want to. Believe me, if they have to pass an exam to get their doctorate in anything, if you're in the workforce and you're a narcissist and you have to do something for that job, for your income to feed yourself, you're going to do what's required to pass that test. Same as in a relationship. We do what's required of us. Hopefully it's from the kindness and the love out of our heart. But even if that weren't there, a narcissist can do what is required to excel on any given level. That tells me that they have a learning capacity. And it's not just intellectual, or like mathematical. Oh, gee, I'm a genius. I can do math. I know physics, but I don't know right from wrong when it comes to ethics. Of course they do. There's one channel, Narc Daily. You are not alone. Like he has a saying, they put their pants on just the same as you or I. Yeah, that's a fact. It's things that we decide as human beings individually, what we tolerate with ourselves and other people on a daily basis, second by second. You know? So, yeah. Anyway. Oh, if I'm gonna look it up. A couple days ago, somebody said they listened to Israel News Live and think that they're actually not a part of the dark cabal, the ex-CIA, Stephen Ben-Tanoon, said flat out that the Jews didn't kill Christ. It was the high priest that commanded the Roman soldiers to incarcerate Christ and kill him. It was by their say-so. They were in control. Romans aren't anything. They aren't anything. We all know who's been in control of all that from the very beginning. And that's what's going on. I'm looking up exactly what was said in, I think it's First Thessalonians, or Thessalonians, however we want to say it. I got it here somewhere. I know, here we go. Oh, yeah, First Thessalonians 2:14 through 15. The Jews who both killed the Lord Jesus and the prophets have persecuted us and please not God, and are adversaries to all men. Why would a Bible scholar that predominantly pushes the Hebrew language, why would he, it's written in more than Thessalonians, it's all throughout there, talking about the high priest that came after Christ when he said he was the Son of God. They called him a heretic, and they started going after him and all his people because they knew who he was. They still do. They know who we are. Oh yeah, they do. But why would a Bible scholar ignore that? Why would the rabbi ignore the writings in Matthew that says they're going to be destroyed again because they haven't come back to God? Why do these people ignore the pertinent spots in the scriptures that are condemning them? Because they're liars. That's why. So if anybody's following a Hebrew-speaking CIA/rabbi to get the truth, you better think again. And it was, oh, and I know, like, these people that wear those red wristbands, that is Kabbalah. That's Talmudic teachings. That's Judaism for the Gentiles. That's Moloch and Baal worship and child sacrifice and child predation. That's a sign of that, if people didn't know. So, just in case you did not know, just in case you actually think, I don't know why somebody doesn't feel another person's spirit, must be playing an awful wicked game, or is it what they call, there's a term for that, a psychological term is self-confirming. You get set in your mind what it is, and then you're going to find reasons to confirm what you believe for yourself, so you're not wrong, you know. But if you're playing that game when it comes to the Almighty, you got a major problem. I have a problem with people that won't listen to reason when it comes to good against evil, and will keep pushing what they know not to be true. So if you're pushing and praising somebody that says that it isn't in the scriptures, that it's not the Jews that killed Christ, you're becoming my enemy. How could that be? You know, I heard somebody say, "You're mine." Oh, really? Me and how many others? You know, just wondering. Because, like, there was another, I listened to psychologists and therapists, and I don't much listen to these life coaches. Not like that. These people I listen to have God in their heart, and that's the only ones I'm going to be listening to. But we need to go where we're celebrated, where we know for a fact definitively that our friends are going to praise us as much as we will praise them. Then I have no problem humbling myself or even apologizing if I were to lose my temper at somebody's stupidity, you know. Then I would. I honestly would, but I just can't, you know. There's just too many things, too many strikes, you know. It's like, what next? You know, I'm not waiting for something, what next? I actually have a belief in well, I call this person a friend of mine, but I'm not sure if I'm a friend of theirs, but I consider this person a friend, and I have hope that they're going to stop confirming people that aren't worthy to be confirmed, you know. So, anyway, I hope you understand what I mean about these narcissists. You could even be one. You could be listening to me, and you know that you have childlike ways that you can curb in public. It's learned behavior. You learn how to act around people so you can make it in society no matter where you are. These are the tools that you have to implement within your personal relationship. You have to be strong not just for yourself, but for other people, or you have no business in a relationship. Why would any man want a woman to be with him so he could triangulate her with another woman and bring that out in her, or make her feel like she's unworthy or unlovable, that she would want to go and spend time with other people, that's ridiculous. These people have no business getting in relationships with people that are monogamous and want just that in their life. Could be it'll never happen, but it doesn't make us stop wanting that. Even if you've had a spouse that has never cheated on you and they have infantile ways, these are things they have to work on. I can still love a person and not want to be around them, you know. In fact, most of my family doesn't like me. I'm not going to cry over it. These people are not worthy to be in my life. I took steps and measures to push them aside because I'm sick of the nonsense. I'm sick of the bullshit. The fucking women that don't know what a sacred feminine is, I guess is one way to put it. That's one nicer way to put what I almost said. But yeah, we have to look for friends of value, friends that cherish the same things we do. So then they can cherish the things within you that you deserve praise for. You know, if you have somebody looking down on you because you're a righteous person, it's time to rethink who you're around. You know, I have. I had to. You have to. Because if you wallow in the mud long enough, you're going to get dirty. It's a fact. And no man worth his salt, narcissist, psychopath, whoever, a normal man, wouldn't subject his wife to even wanting to go outside of marriage for a friendship. But if they've put you in the position where you have a loneliness inside of you that you want to communicate with people, I mean, I'm in a position where I have somebody that doesn't even want females around me, doesn't, or even my own kids. I've had the nastiest things said that a mother could ever hear about her and her own children. Just, blatant, not even jealousy, just pure devilish, like, you're mine, but I'm not going to share you. But I'll share myself, but I'm not going to share you. That's my topic today. That's what I'm talking about. It's okay. They can have all kinds of friends, communicate, even if it's with my enemies, and then tell me I'm theirs. You're mine. Is that right? Huh. I didn't notice. I know God takes care of me. I'm God's. That's the only person that can say you're mine. And He proves it. And if He doesn't today, He will shortly. That's the faith I have. So, and I also know that when I'm speaking my mind, whether I'm upset or not, the Spirit of God is going to go into the hearts of the people that I am addressing without naming names or naming names, and work within you for the betterment of everybody. And then you can right some wrongs on this planet and fix a little bit of the terminology so the monsters aren't getting away with the evil that they want to do towards other people, And that's a big deal in the psychiatric community, a huge deal, Oh, that's what I was going to say. And not only like Tucker Carlson and Russell Brand, and I'm naming people that wear the red bracelet, Madonna. This is an indication to the cabal, Lionel Nation. There's a lot of people that just tells me these type of people, they're okay with the atrocities that are done towards children. Did you know that every 33 seconds on the planet a child is abducted? There's 3,300 children a day worldwide that go missing. So by me saying that I hate certain people for certain reasons, it's not far-fetched and it's not a fairy tale, and I'm not speaking untruths, and I'm not being cruel or mean or deceitful or... Yeah, that brings up another topic. Just a minute. Deceitful. Liars. Doug and I were talking about liars this morning, and I said, I wish when they were just talking, when they went to tell their lies, that they just choke on their own saliva. And Doug said, or lose the ability to talk. That happened to somebody that lied about a child of mine. She lost the ability to talk. Imagine being a liar and not being able to lie anymore because you can't talk. Imagine that. How about that? Can I make that happen? Apparently so, because I did. I did. Go think about that. If you're a liar, you better think about it. There was more to that. I'll get back to... Oh, that's what it was. Then I said, well, it's only a liar who's going to say everybody lies. No, everybody doesn't lie. Not even white lies. You know? If I were to have to reword something to make it sound less drastic, I will do that. But it's not a white lie. There's not one, and I have done that to calm a situation down, but I will not lie. I won't. You can't make me lie. And I detest liars. I really do. You know? Like, I can't even express how badly when I hear these people say everybody lies. And I've heard, like Jordan Peterson say that. Well, I have no doubt that's a fact. That, what he said right there, was true, you know? And no, I don't watch him. There was a time where I did. I thought he was a Christian. So, I don't give a shit what anybody does in private. Just don't pretend that it's righteous and teach younger people that it's approved by God. Don't give people the impression that there's nothing wrong with it or they won't have struggles with their soul because of it. That's where I come in. And I'm going to shut you up one way or another. What if you got in a car accident and right before you smacked into that other car, your last thought was, I shouldn't have said that, to give people the impression that was okay? Or, I shouldn't have twisted the language there to self-confirm that this type of behavior was okay. or, gee, I really could have acted like more of an adult in a certain situation, like concerning my wife or whatever. That wouldn't have led her into maybe an adulterous situation. I'm speculating. I don't know what people do or think. I'm just giving you some ideas of what your last thoughts might be. I don't know. If you're a godless person, you probably won't be calling out for the Almighty and His help. That's what I would suggest right now, by the way. You don't have to take stock in what I just said. Take stock the feeling it gave to your heart. Like that, you know? So yeah, be careful of these people that say, you're mine, if anybody could be theirs, you know? Yeah. If you're replaceable, you're not theirs. You know. Some people, I guess, they have a standing relationship of sorts, sorted, where they can go do their own thing and come back together and there's no hard feelings. Maybe that's where God says, I am a jealous God. Maybe there's reasons when you're supposed to be loyal and faithful and you're not, that God would feel like that, because look at all these people out there lying and cheating and pretending there's nothing wrong with it, because they're going to give their self-excuses. They're going to self-confirm or find confirmation through other people that are just as ignorant, you know. For me, I'll occasionally listen to people that I know are directly my enemy to see what type of lies and bullshit they're saying today. So I can come out here and inform you they're bullshit. Why would somebody say that it wasn't the Canaanite Jews that killed Christ? Well, of course it was. The Sadducees, and the Pharisees, the Phoenicians, the dark Kabbalion Jews that aren't even true Israelites. There's a song I shared yesterday by Sting, Desert Rose. In that song is the story about God and his wife and why every marriage on this planet will probably fail, because they don't know why they feel so lousy in their hearts, because you've been taught lies, and we don't hold sacred the people who made us. We don't hold sacred God in his other half. That's the problem with all marriages on this planet today, and we all feel it. Go listen to that song. I'm not lying to you. That's why I say listen to somebody that's speaking Greek. Not the ones who say it's Greek to me and won't look into it or tell you about it, or just barely brush on the subject. And why I say the Assyrian language, pre-Hebrew, is how deep you have to go with the whole thing, and why a lot of countries in the Middle East hate Syria in particular, because there's a lot of villages and people in that area that know the truth, the true word of God, the truth, you know. So, well, I'm going to get this uploaded. I hope you go listen to that song. It's super important. It really is, for everybody to understand. Coming together as one, two people coming together as one in the eyes of God is the most sacred thing you could ever do. And it's been nothing but dirtied and ignored and justified and all the ill repute shit people do. And I still say, with mental health professionals pushing that evil / narcissism is a mental health disorder, I'm saying it's bad blood, and you need to have remorse before the Almighty. Especially if you're getting older, you better examine what time. It doesn't matter. You can be taken right this second, and then your chances are gone. And I don't know what's going to happen to you, but it's not going to be pretty, because people have to pay for their misdeeds. And God's not going to give you the excuse that you were acting like a 2-year-old. Okay? And this is out of love. So, all right, everybody. I appreciate you joining me. Have a really good night or day wherever you're at. Peace and love from Pine City, Minnesota, USA.